truth. I call it my prayer, it is simple and clear. It wants me to give and receive love. I call in the light to make everything right and show me the way to just be love. And show me the way to just be love.
So welcome to Rewire Your Attachment Style. This is Maya Diamond, and I'm so excited to be here today with Terrie, amazing, wonderful woman who graduated from my program. And we're going to just kind of go deep and talk about Terrie's love life, kind of where she is now, where she was before she started the program, and go from there. So my first question, Terrie, is what did your love life look like before you found the Empower Love program? And why did you feel uniquely challenged? How did you feel? What was going on?
At the time, I was history quickly. I was married for almost 21 years, and that was stressful. It was tough. And when that was over, I was a fish out of water and didn't know how to recover or how to deal with that. So I fairly quickly jumped into a second marriage that lasted 9 months. So that was came out of that, gave myself a break, thinking that's what I needed, was just a break to recoup. Took like a year and a half off of even dating, then was in another relationship. But then after almost a year and a half with that one, I realized that was not good. It was not healthy, not what I needed. But I couldn't find the courage. It was like I was paralyzed with fear of the act of breaking up and what am I going to do now? And I came to kind of an epiphany that I need some help, and not taking a break is obviously not the answer. I need some wisdom. And so I went looking and discovered your program at that time.
Beautiful. And so what had you say yes to the program?
The coach who called me and asked me questions, she really connected with me and helped me see. She painted a picture she saw where I was, and she painted a picture for me and I remember, I'm going to get emotional now.
Yeah, no problem. Of course.
What if it looks like this now? What if you could have someone where you didn't have to pull all the weight and you didn't have to do all the work? And what it sounds like you've had to carry the load. What if you had somebody who would share that load? And I remember tears. I'm like, does that exist? And she said, it does.
Yeah.
And I connected and decided I was worth it.
Beautiful. And what's the most important thing that's changed for you as a result of this program? And why is that important?
There's such a long list, but if I had to pinpoint one thing, probably self-compassion. I know for me, instead of looking at a situation for what it was, I have always looked at situations with a critical eye on myself, and I need to fix this, and learning how to be objective and look at a relationship, a situation for what it really is with self-compassion, shifted the perspective so that I could see clearly and make decisions for my own health and my own well-being.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And your family as well. Exactly.
As well.
Yeah. And what does I love that you said that. I'm just going to really kind of highlight that even more, which is your ability to really have compassion for yourself and for your choices and for your decisions and for the way people are interacting with you. And instead of kind of criticizing yourself, you're able to kind of have this bigger picture objectivity and compassion, which allowed you to kind of, move forward when, maybe it wasn't the right fit, or, say yes when it was. And also, not probably blame yourself as much if something didn't go well. Yeah.
So much.
Yeah. Yeah. And what does your love life look like now? How did this work allow you to have it?
I am married to the man of my dreams. We have been for 7 months. He is everything I dreamed of but didn't know existed.
Mm.
And he's good to me. He treats me like a queen. He puts me first in every area.
Mm.
And he constantly, in a way, emotionally, physically, spiritually, lays his life down for me, and just constantly showers me with security. And I guess in that previous relationship, the one thing that I knew I would never have if I stayed in it, it had good things. It was fun. There was a connection, and, there was an attachment, but I knew deep in my heart I would never feel safe and secure. And
Right.
I have all of that plus safe and secure now.
Yeah.
And it's like the foundation built and all the extras that go along with it instead of here and there.
Exactly. Wow. That is huge, huge, huge. And yeah, and so I'll just follow up with that second question, which is, how did this work allow you to have this? How did this work allow you to receive it? How did this work allow you to bring this into your life?
So many ways. I will say that each module, each step I was partnered with, I wasn't on my own. The partnership guided through each was exactly what I needed at that time. I just remember thinking, this is genius, because it was exactly what my soul needed and my heart needed to move on to the next step. And it was a step-by-step guide to raising questions that I hadn't thought to ask, and then finding answers to those questions and the whole process.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And also, yeah, I just want to follow up with, how does your nervous system, this podcast about Rewire Your Attachment Style for Lasting Love, and really finding a healthy, loving, secure relationship, which you found. And so I'm curious, how does your nervous system, because you had so many relationships in the past where you didn't feel secure, right? How does your nervous system feel now in this secure, loving, consistent, reliable relationship?
There's so much peace. And and now anxiety can raise its head, but I now have the tools. And speaking of that, the tools that I learned in the program have stayed with me, so that even in relationship, but not only with my husband, but with my children and my friends and my workplace, or anything that causes me to cause your nervous system to get out of whack and deal with some anxiety, I now have the tools to self-soothe and process through, and like almost immediately feel like, okay, I can do this, or I get a handle on it, so processing through all of that.
Yeah, that's huge. That's so, so huge to be
Yes.
able to, notice, what's coming up, process it, be able to communicate it, and to move forward in your love life, in your relationships at work, in your relationships with your family. And that's just a symbol and a product of your own internal security, the security that you found inside through the program.
Absolutely. And in the relationship sense, there's just so much peace and security, and every day.
Yeah. Huge, 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 huge. And
Yes.
how do you feel about the financial investment? Was it worth it to you to have this result?
I don't know if I can think of many more things that were more worthwhile. It's one of the best decisions I have ever made, ever. It was an investment, but it was an investment in myself and my future, and it has paid off over and over and over and over again. In fact, I'll throw this out too. My daughter, 26, and comes with relationship questions, and I'm able to talk to her and say, well, Maya said this, and I learned in the program this, and
That's huge.
Yes, worth it over and over and over and over again.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I love that, what you just said around, well, yeah, I just want to highlight, one of the best decisions that you've ever made. That's huge. And
Yes.
And that now you have this wisdom that you can impart to your children forever, that you will always have in your back pocket for them, which is so, so, so huge, because, so many parents actually don't have that wisdom, and their children come to them, and, it's so great to be able to impart that wisdom and to also be embodying it, because you're actually role modeling it every single day now in your relationship.
Yes, that in itself for her to, I'm going to get emotional again. For kids to look and see, oh, that's what healthy looks like, or, oh, that's what, working through even conflict, or that's what love looks like. That's what security looks like. That's what stability looks like,
Yeah.
as a direct result of the program and what I learned from it and brought from it.
Beautiful. And what did it cost you, both financially and other ways, to be with men who were unavailable, or in where the relationship was insecure, where there was a lot of challenges? What did it cost you, both financially, emotionally, nervous system, all of that?
Well, I was the breadwinner for a long, long, long time. So that was a very heavy load to carry. And emotionally, a lot of wear and tear on my soul, and a lot of picking myself up and rallying to start over. So I would say, yes, it was extremely expensive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Expensive, exhausting, depleting. It sounds like all those things. Yeah.
All those things. Yes, absolutely.
And what would you say to a woman who's interested in the program? Would you recommend it? Why or why not?
100%. I would say that I would encourage women to look in the mirror and decide that you are worth it, that there is hope, that dreams do come true, that what you would gain from this is much, much more than you can even imagine. And whatever the outcome, however the bends and twists, and we can't control, but we can learn and grow and take care of ourselves and find so much fulfillment in doing that. And this is what that is.
Beautiful. And why should women do this program now versus wait, or allow their reasons to stop them?
I had the same questions for my own self when I made the decision. It's an investment in yourself, and waiting is just prolonging changing your life, changing your future, changing your destiny, and who you touch and who you affect from now on.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And also, I'll just say, for all the men listening, we now have a men's program. And so all of this applies to men as well, what we were talking about. So I just wanted to add that in. If you're listening and you're a man, and this is something that is really speaking to you as well, and you relate to everything that she's saying as well, then this could be really, really powerful for you in your life, in your love life, etc.
Yeah.
And so, I'll just leave one last question around, like, what's something in your relationship that you're just enjoying, like one little specific detail that you just are enjoying a lot that we want to hear and just revel in.
The beauty of of doing everything and nothing, and loving every minute of it, and being able to just relax and let go and drop my sword and somebody's got my back, and that security, and knowing that whether we're doing something exciting, if we're working around the house, if we're sitting and doing absolutely nothing, we truly enjoy every moment together, both of us. Priceless. You can't put a price tag on that. You really can't.
Totally. So huge. I love what you just said. I just want to just kind of expand. Everyone, just take a deep breath into your body and let yourself at home, let yourself feel what she's saying, which is whether they're, doing stuff around the house, or, just hanging out and doing nothing, just enjoying each other's company, enjoying the peace, as well as really feeling like this person has her back and is there for her, and vice versa. so huge. And can you share with the audience how many children you have, just so women out there understand where you were before you started and where you are now?
4 children, and my youngest is Down syndrome, so had a lot going on and full job.
Yeah, and you managed to do the program with all of that going on as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so just for everyone listening, exactly, if you have a full-time job or if you have children, it's possible to still do the program, get through it, get the results, even when there's a lot of things that you're managing in your life. Terrie is an amazing example of that. And yeah, we have, although it's an intensive program, there's a lot of support, and it's really just about managing your time well and being able to do it when you're not, doing all your other things in your life, like the kids and the work. But when you're single, you have a lot more time to do that. So it's great. All works. And if you're, we also are having a lot of people join recently and also in the past who are, in marriages, who just want to work on themselves and their self-love, self-compassion, self-care, self-trust, increasing their communication skills, all of those things, increasing their internal security. So that's also definitely really, really powerful as well.
Yeah.
So, so for everyone listening, if you are interested in going deeper with me, if you really want to, empower your love life, if you want to increase your internal security, heal your attachment wounds, find a healthy, loving relationship, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're gay or heterosexual, we would love to help you. And you can go to empowerlove.us/apply. And thank you so much for listening today. Thank you so much, Terrie, for joining us. It's been such an honor and pleasure to get to chat with you and just hear kind of where you are now and all of the benefits, both internally and externally, that you received. And I'm sure that you have touched many people today with your vulnerability, your expression, and your honesty and your openness. And I just really, really appreciate it. And I love seeing you and talking with you. And I'm so, so grateful we got to do this.
Me too. And I'm grateful for you and all you contributed to changing my history.
Thank you so much, Terrie. You're welcome. Sending you big hugs and lots of love. We will talk soon. And thank you everyone for joining us. We will see you on the next episode of the Rewire Your Attachment Style with Maya Diamond. Thank you so much for listening to Rewire Your Attachment Style. This is Maya Diamond. To receive your 2 free gifts to help you on your journey to lasting love and to start rewiring your attachment style today, go to empowerlove.us/love.